Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Make sure you use code Brunson, save 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I fought for that for y'all. We just caught a body today. We just went out there and we just defeated, the Denver Broncos by a score of 30-13. And I got to keep it all the way 100 about a couple things. Nick Sirianni called a hell of a game plan. There was literally no flaws in the game plan, minus like 5 questionable play calls. There was no flaws in the game plan. You really can't be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, we all might not be happy about the defense, but they gave up 13 points. You know what I'm saying? And, these are the kind of jobs that save defensive coordinators from getting fired when you think about it. Denver seemed to be able to do what they wanted in between the 20s. From the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, they got what they wanted. But when they got in the red zone, they got real spooky for them. Defense tightened up. We was able to get them into a couple of third and longs. And, the defense came up with some really, really good plays. That stop on the 4th and 1 where they went for it, where Davion Taylor put his hand in there. Slay picks that ball up and makes, the craziest. Listen, we're not going to, come on. Let's talk about the big plays that Darius Slay really be making for this team. Like when you put him in a competent position, don't have him 7 yards off. He makes big play after big play after big play. Listen, a lot of guys just fall on that ball. Slay picked that ball up and put that game away. That's what superstars do, man. And Darius Slay is that, man. I hope Darius Slay retire an Eagle. People can say he old. People can say whatever they want to say about Darius Slay. He just outran a field full of dudes younger than him, most likely. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Darius Slay, one of them ones, in my opinion, man. The defense held their own when it mattered. I'll say that. You got a blocked field goal, on a 4th down. And then on a 4th and 1, you strip the ball and go the other way. That's elite level play in the times when you need it. I wish they played like that every down. But, within the flow of the game, and I think that Sirianni is a good defensive coordinator when he knows exactly what the other team is going to do. They're going to kick a field goal when you get that block. You know what I'm saying? They're going to run with Melvin Gordon on that other 4th and 1. And everybody was ready for the play call. But in between the 20s, man, he trashed still. And he still got some things he need to work on. But yeah, Jalen Hurts damn near had a flawless first half in this game. A flawless first half in this game. I mean, it was silent on Twitter. Nobody couldn't say nothing bad about Jalen Hurts. They was waiting for that interception in the second quarter. They couldn't wait long enough. You know what I mean? And then if Quez Watkins catch that walk-in touchdown, the lips are sealed on the haters this week. Jalen Hurts looked good this game. The second half didn't really dictate for him to throw the ball. You could say whatever you want about your theories about the second half, but Denver gets the ball. I'll break it down to you like this. Denver opened up the second half. They drive it down our throats. You know what I'm saying? We get lucky enough to block the field goal. We start off already backed up within our own 10 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? 3 and out right there. Quick 3 and out. You know what I mean? We punt to them. They drive again. I think we get a stop or something like that. And then we throw the interception. And then Slade does his remarkable thing. And we don't even throw the ball no more. So it didn't really dictate for Jalen Hurts to be what he was in the first half of that game. It just was the flow of the game. You know what I mean? The flow of the game. And, and shout out to Nick Sirianni for recognizing the flow of the game and changing the game plan to be tailored towards the flow of the game. Remember, Atlanta, when they was in the Super Bowl against the GOAT, Tom Brady, they was up 28-3, I believe. 25-3 or something like that, and they kept throwing the ball. Sometimes you got to understand, listen, man, let me do something to take some time off this clock, or let me change up my game plan a little bit. And Nick Sirianni changed up his game plan. You know what I'm saying? He knew that they would, expect the run, and he still didn't throw it. So what he did was put Jordan Howard in there, 80 yards on the ground for Jordan Howard. The Philadelphia Eagles had 80 yards for a running back, 50 yards for another running back, and 50 yards for your quarterback. That's the type of stuff Lamar Jackson and the Ravens do. You know what I mean? I think we got 3 straight games now with at least 3 players with 40 rushing yards. We haven't done that since 1950. The team was looking for their identity. Well, they found it. It's power football. Power football. Power football while you bringing your quarterback along. You are you're going out there presenting power football to the world, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Listen, the connection with Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith is becoming next level at this point, in my opinion. It's becoming next level at this point, man. Devontae Smith with the beautiful catch over Patrick Surtain. Really tight coverage. Good 50-50 ball. That's what number one wide receivers do. That's what number one wide receivers do. And Jalen Hurts is getting more and more comfortable with Quez Watkins, with Devontae Smith. Listen, it's going to take some time. I'm not going to stress that enough. It's going to take some time. In my opinion, if you really know football, Jalen Hurts almost told you that you don't need to even be scouting no quarterbacks for real. You wasting your time. You wasting your time. You got Derek Barnett on the field. Derek Barnett gets an enormous amount of snaps. Almost 90% every week, I'm pretty sure. 90% of the defensive snaps, Derek Barnett out there. Now, you are already identifying him as one of your best players on the defensive side of the ball by the number of snaps that he get. But you're willing to take the chance on the liability that he is by having him out there 90% of the time. You got to know one of these penalties are coming by now. You got to know in the third down he's liable to do something wild, roughing the passer. You got to know it by now. But you're willing to chance it because you're that depleted at the edge at the moment. So what in the hell are you doing sitting in games looking at quarterbacks? You should be looking at edge rushers, linebackers. It don't make no sense. Howie Roseman is just, wasting his time in that regard because the quarterback position for the Philadelphia Eagles is okay. It's in good hands, whether people want to admit it or not. He absolutely set the tone in this game, shredded this defense, who was top 5 in rushing. I know they're both top 10 in rush defense and pass defense. They're top 10 in both categories. You know what I mean? Went out there and set the tone against a defense that's that good. That's that good. The only thing I don't agree with today with what Nick Sirianni did, in my opinion, was, trying the read option way too many times. Listen, they had the edges covered. I guess by us trying it, I guess we was throwing out a jab and it set us up for other things. I got to look at it when I watch the tape. But we were doing it when we knew it was going to be covered up. That's how you get people hurt. You know, that would make sense. You know what I mean? Because football players are taught to at least get to the line of scrimmage. At least get to the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? So, like sometimes when teams got your number, that's a good defense we played today. When teams got your number on the edge, you got to have a plan B. And he had a plan B, and he executed the plan B for the most part in the second half. This is the best coached game from Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon combined. Yes, Jonathan Gannon was cringeworthy a lot in this game, but he only gave up 13 points. He only gave up 13 points. You know what I mean? And you really can't be mad at that at the end of the day. When it was time to get in the red zone, them dudes was going to have to settle for a lot of field goals, and the defense stepped up and got some turnovers. A block kick and a fumble and a fumble scoop and score, you can't be mad at that. The defense didn't have a bad day. I know we don't want to admit it because Gannon let some big plays happen, but did he really let some big plays happen? Nah, not really. Not really. You know what I mean? I think this was the most well-rounded game that we got from the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball combined. Listen, I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the coaches. It's definitely something we could build on. We got New Orleans coming to town next, and it's time to go out there and handle business, man. You know the vibes, man. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. Tap in with Lunchtime with the Bullies tomorrow. We're going to be talking about this win in more depth. You know the vibes.